Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel, and Season 2 of our Manchester City PES 2022 Master League is here. Season 2 has arrived. We had a sort of disappointing first season, didn't we? We didn't win the things that we expected to win, did we? We didn't win the things that we expected to win. We didn't win the Premier League, we didn't win the Champions League, however we did win the FA Cup, one trophy. Going into the second season with a bit of pressure on us now to do a little bit better. We've got some new kits in the new Puma format, which I thought was quite interesting. So this is our new goalkeeper kit that Edison is wearing here, modelling the sort of purple and blue. I do really like it. I just come up with that one and that's the way it came out. And then the new home kit, which will be modelled by, why not, Joao Cancelo. So this is the new home kit as well. We do have a new away kit, which is black and gold, which we will show you. And there's a third kit yet to be revealed. That's something I'm working on. Might not be revealed in this episode, maybe in the later episode, but it does look really nice, doesn't it? That looks a really nice home kit. Inspirations from online, and then I just thought, you know what, I'm going to put it together and try and make the home kit. And this is how the squad's looking at the moment. We've actually got some completely updated mini faces, which is interesting. So all the players here have mini faces in the squads. That's how the team is looking. I think that's the last team we started last season. Some of the players have developed and grown in overall, which is good to see. Some players still out on loan. I mean, here's Romeo Lavia. Muric is back. Mbete is back. Edozie is back. Liam Delap is back. I think there's a few others still out there. Scott Carson is currently not in the squad at the moment. Kaiki is still out on loan until January. Ben Knight is on loan at Fulham. Taylor Howard-Bellis is going to spend the season once again at Anderlecht. Who else do we have out on loan? Ante Palaversa is still out on loan. Pedro Porro is out on loan. Jan Cuto is still out on loan, and a few others as well. And there's a few players that will be promoted from the youth team this season. Jaden Braff, Gavin Bazunu, and Joshua Wilson-Esbrand. I think Callum Doyle as well will be coming up, which is interesting to see. Now we do have some transfer targets that we are going to have a look at in a second, because you guys have been voting unknowingly as usual into how we're going to spend our money this season. So we have identified 3 positions this season that we want to improve on in the squad. Of course, Fernandinho has left. We only have one left back in Alexander Zinchenko, and our biggest problem last season was going the whole season without a recognised striker. Ferran Torres did really well at striker, but I want to move Ferran back to the left wing. I think he's found his goal scoring ability now, hasn't he? I'd like to move Ferran back to the left wing and play an actual recognised striker up there. So these are the options. We've got 4 in each position, 4 players that could go for, 3 that are our main options, and a 4th one that is sort of, if the worst comes to worst and we have to go for someone else. So let's have a look at them. So first we'll start with left back. So our first choice for left back is what you guys voted for. So we'll have your poll up on screen right now. You guys voted for Alex Grimaldo as the left back Manchester City should sign. We also have Jose Gaya here as a second backup option if we can't get Grimaldo. Renan Lodi from Atletico Madrid is another option, and then if things come to the worst, we could move for Anthony Robinson of Fulham. But the way I'm seeing it is we've got Wilson-Esbrand coming through the youth team. I want to use him quite a lot at left back this season, and I want to use Lavia a lot in the holding midfield roles. We may not sign a holding midfielder, or we may not sign a left back, because Zinchenko can actually play in both those positions, and that allows some of the young players to play. So I think we'll see about that. So holding midfield replacement for Fernandinho. My top choice is Benacer for me, but you guys have been voting as well, so we'll show your vote. Douglas Luiz, also for me, an option, a massive option to come back to Manchester City. Tchouaméni of Monaco, very highly rated, and then Babou Kamara of Marseille. 4 very, very good options, 4 very energetic midfielders. But you guys said to give Romeo Lavia a chance, or bring in Calvin Phillips. Now, we won't be signing Calvin Phillips because he will be coming in on a different career mode Master League, let's just say that. So holding midfielder is not on our list this season. Maybe it will be later on, but we're going to give Romeo Lavia a chance. We're going to sign a left back, and then Wilson-Esbrand will fill in at left back as well. Romeo Lavia will fill in at midfield, and Zinchenko will swap between left back and midfield, giving us, you know, cover all over the field. But we are going to go for Grimaldo. Then it is the striker situation. Now, number 1 choice you would think for Manchester City would be Harry Kane. We of course have Erling Haaland here, who does have a release clause. We have Dusan Vlahovic, who sort of third choice if they don't work out, or even Robert Lewandowski, who would come in at around 70 million. Lewandowski, he's by far the best striker there, but he is 33 years of age, and he's a sort of stopgap striker for someone like Delap to come through, which I don't think I'm looking for. I want someone to compete with Delap in the long-term future, and that's why you guys voted, and you guys voted massively in favour of one of these strikers, which is Erling Haaland. And when it came to the second choice, you guys said Dusan Vlahovic is a better second choice than Harry Kane or Robert Lewandowski. So it goes Haaland, Vlahovic, Kane, Lewandowski to sign a striker. And for left back, it's going to go Grimaldo, Gaia, Renan Lodi, Anthony Robinson. So he will sign just the left back and just a striker to try and revamp this squad a little bit, because Pep Guardiola's contract is up at the end of the season. Whether he stays or whether he goes is an interesting one, but they're the two positions I believe we need to sign. Now, there is one thing we need to address, which is our team. There's two players that need, well, one player that needs to leave anyway. Fernandinho, we're going to let go. He is going to move into management or something like that at the club, so we will release Fernandinho for his contract decreased all the way to 81. So goodbye Fernandinho, thank you very much for everything you've done for the club. We're not releasing from his contract exactly. His contract in real life would be up, and he will be moving into the backroom staff at Manchester City, being an ambassador for Brazilian football. You know that he spoke to the likes of Kaique when they came through at City and signed for the club. So thank you very much for Fernandinho for his work at the club. He's been fantastic for us, but we do need to move on. I believe one attacking player to bring in Erling Haaland, because we're just two stacks up top. So we have the choice. These are the choices that we could move on. Riyad Mahrez, Gabriel Jesus, Raheem Sterling, or Bernardo Silva. One of these four does need to leave the club before the end of the season. And I think for you guys voted as well. Mahrez and Jesus were sort of, and Bernardo Silva, all very similar. You can see the vote on screen now. But the most popular one to depart Manchester City, because his career is sort of stagnated at City, is Raheem Sterling. So we are going to add him to the transfer list and hope someone does make a move for Raheem Sterling. Maybe a possible move to Barcelona, which he's been linked with heavily. And then we can try and win that race for Erling Haaland up against Real Madrid, up against Bayern Munich, up against Manchester United, you know, Barcelona. So many teams want him. Hopefully we can win the race for Haaland, and also bringing that left back in Grimaldo. So the left back situation is one that we're going to try and address straight away, and that is with a move for Alex Grimaldo of Benfica. No release clause. It's said that persisting with Benfica will be an uphill struggle. That is a worry, but we're going to try and get him for around 24-25 million euros, pounds anyway, in this one. 5-year deal. He has a good impression of club, so Grimaldo is open to the move. It is negotiating with Benfica where the struggles might happen. We're going to give them a 25% sell-on option as well, but Grimaldo is not going to be difficult to negotiate with. We're going to get into a 5-year deal, and he will hopefully come in as a left back. It just depends on how Benfica take the negotiations. So guys, I have been in negotiations with Borussia Dortmund, and we have agreed a deal for Erling Haaland to pay his £76 million release clause. It's around 90 million euros. Haaland has agreed a weekly salary of 200. So guys, we have been in negotiations with Borussia Dortmund, and we have agreed to pay Erling Haaland's release clause of £76.1 million, which is around 90 million euros. We've also agreed to pay him 285,000 per week. He was on double that apparently at Dortmund, which I don't believe is true. Haaland is welcoming a move to the club. The only thing is he wants a low release clause, and he wants a contract only until 2024. That is something we need to, think about. It is down to his agent, Mino Raiola. He wants a low release clause to move on in the future, something we will negotiate out of the contract, I'm pretty sure, in the future once he's settled into the club. And we have agreed a £27.8 million deal for Alex Grimaldo, the fullback. So Grimaldo can come in for a cheap amount. He's 26, 27 years of age, young left back, or reasonably young left back, can just come in and do the job we need while we blood Wilson Esbrand into the first team. And Erling Haaland is coming in to be the next step for this squad, to get us to win that Champions League, to get us to win the Premier League, because he is that good. The thing is with the Haaland deal, we have to wait on the future of Raheem Sterling or one of those forwards to see if they do leave, which is a bit worrying. We're going to hold off as long as we possibly can on Haaland. It might be a saga that runs on until the end of the summer, but if Sterling doesn't go, we're still going to go and try and sign him. But I do want to move on Sterling before we bring in Haaland. And the deal for Grimaldo is agreed, so he will accept that. Welcome to Manchester City, our first signing on PES 2022. It's Alex Grimaldo. Well, here is our new signing from Benfica. Worked with Pep Guardiola, I think, at Barcelona when he came for the B team there. And he's had a couple of injuries in his career, but he seems to have put that sort of time behind him. And Alex Grimaldo now is a Manchester City player. A left back finally signed. A cheaper left back at only 27 million. And I think he'll be very, very good for the club, the Spaniard. I really do. Now we've had a loan offer from Augsburg here for James McAtee for 1 year, which I will accept. I was hoping to use McAtee a bit more, but with the midfield stack, that's good to see him go out on loan. We've also got a loan here, I believe, for Luke Mbete to Bordeaux for 1 year. That's again another deal we'll accept. Good experience for him to go to the French League. Well, Crystal Palace, another Premier League loan for Sami Edozie. He's going to go on loan to Crystal Palace for a season. He was on loan at Southampton last season for 6 months, and he's doing really well, the young player, and could be one for the future, actually. His development is going pretty well, so off he goes to Crystal Palace for the rest of the season. Hopefully he can impress there. Well, it is FA Community Shield Day. We obviously won the FA Cup. Liverpool won the Premier League, so we do face them for the first game of the season, a sort of pre-season game. And I'm thinking, you know what? I don't want the Erling Haaland deal rumbling on all summer. We want to bring Haaland in. We need to bring him in, really, don't we? We're just going to get this done because otherwise other clubs might come in for him. And once we've signed him, then we need to look into how we move on either Sterling, Bernardo Silva, Gabriel Jesus or Mahrez. Your pick was Raheem Sterling, so he will be the one I try and move on the most, but it could be one of the others as well. We're going to let the Community Shield game play, and then we're going to finalise this deal, put the pen to paper and sign probably one of the best players in the world in Erling Haaland, and really sort out our striker situation. So this is the side we're going to go with against Liverpool today. Plenty of players in upwards condition. I mean, you look at that forward line. That's why they're in there today. So Zach Steffen starts in goal. We've got Walker, Stones, Diaz and Alex Grimaldo. He's already grown up by 1 to 84 rated in the back four. Zinchenko, Foden and Kevin De Bruyne in the midfield three. Zinchenko being given that chance, that whole midfield role, to see how he does. Ferran starts on the left-hand side, where he's going to play most this season, I believe. Raheem Sterling, who could be on his way out on the right-hand side. Liam Delap through the middle on the bench. We've got Edison, Cancelo, Ake, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Mahrez and Gabriel Jesus, meaning Carson, Aymeric Laporte, Wislan Esbrand, Gundogan, Lavia, Palmer, Grealish miss out today. Grealish in down condition, hence why he's not in the side. As for Liverpool, they've gone with Firmino up top, Salah on the right and Jota on the left. Mane's on the bench. Fabinho, Grujic and Thiago, in the midfield three. No Henderson. What was he called now? The one who scored the goal against us. I can't remember his name now. The young man on the midfield. He was quite good. The back, they've got Robertson at left back, Alexander-Arnold at right back, Gomez and Matip partner. No Virgil van Dijk. Similar to us, they've gone with a more rotated side, but it is their strongest goalkeeper in Alisson in goal. Let's see how we do today against Liverpool in a pre-season friendly, but one that we'd like to win, especially against the Premier League champions. So our first game of Season 2, we are at Wembley for Liverpool versus Manchester City, and we are playing for that trophy right there, the Community Shield, the Charity Shield. Been going in football for a very long time. The FA Cup winner faces the Premier League winner, and there we are in our new kits. Liverpool in, of course, last season's kits. We won't be updating kits for every team. That would take way too much time. They've got the banners out there with the Manchester City badge on it, the Liverpool badge on the other side. For Manchester City versus Liverpool in the FA Community Shield. So it should be an interesting game here between two very good sides. Liam Delap gets his first start for the club, I think, up top. John Stones back there, Ruben Dias in defence. Dias wears the captain's armband this season. Steffen in goal. Phil Foden in the midfield. That's a poor pass by Stones to get us underway. And Kyle Walker, good clearance. And it's a foul on Kyle Walker by Roberto Firmino. I have to say the kit looks very nice, doesn't it? Or was it Diogo Jota actually? I do like this home kit. I'm sure you'll like the away kit as well when it is revealed. Here's Grimaldo, first touch on the ball for him. Zinchenko into Kyle Walker. Grimaldo playing the sort of midfield role that we do see from our left back. De Bruyne, well done Thiago. And here come Liverpool. Mo Salah works it wide here. Still going wide. Grimaldo's across to Trent Alexander-Arnold. He gets a foot in on Trent. It's a foul. They play on. And they give it away to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne to Phil Foden, but that's not the pass I played, Kevin. I was looking more for Ferran Torres in the wing. Liverpool seem really up for this one, actually. Robertson. Jota. Salah with a hit, and it's into the hands of Zach Steffen. Easily done. And look at the space for Raheem Sterling on that far right-hand side. If we can find him, which we do. Oh, Raheem. That's a terrible first touch from Sterling. And any possible counter that we could have had has been killed there. Well done, Grimaldo and Stones. Diaz, Ferran Torres. Into Foden, back to Ferran. Oh, and then Ferran just gives it back to Mo Salah. That's not very good. Salah, wide. Trent. Diaz chases. Diaz blocks, and Steffen picks it up really well. Well done there. Here's Steffen. Very, very good goalkeeper. Especially his second choice. Zinchenko, Foden. Nicely into Raheem Sterling. Sterling to De Bruyne. That's a poor pass from Sterling. A really, really poor pass. He's not having a good game, Sterling, is he? He's playing for his future. He doesn't look interested in making sure he stays at Manchester City. Well done, John Stones. Walker. De Bruyne. Foden. It's Ferran. Liam Delap yet to touch the ball. Ferran to Grimaldo. Oh, a great burst of pace from Grimaldo. And a lovely crossing towards Liam Delap. Cleared away. Ferran picks it up. Foden. Ferran. Zinchenko. De Bruyne. Zinchenko. Oh, to Liam Delap. And Liam Delap gets his first Manchester City goal in the Charity Shield. Brilliant finish from Liam Delap. Great pass from Zinchenko as well. He's looking good in the midfield. We knew he would look good in midfield, to be honest with you. We knew he would be perfect for that midfield role, and the left back role can play both. Great play from Zinchenko. Little 1-2 with KDB and lays it into the lap. He spins Joel Matip, and he's got Fabinho and Matip sliding either side of him. Desperate to win that ball, desperate to stop the shot, but Delap uses his physicality, and with the outside of his right boot he pokes it into the bottom corner, and he gives us a 1-0 lead against Liverpool in this Charity Shield. Through to Delap here. Good movement from Liam. Oh, and he's fouled now. Is it Gruch this time, the number 19? Hopefully Delap's going to be okay. He's set off with a really good start. Gruch was sliding on him. Good movement from Delap. He takes the ball away from Gruch, who takes his leg. This is an even better place to have a free kick, really. Foden. Good touch by Phil Foden. 2-0 Manchester City. We're running right here against the champions. Phil Foden with the goal, the number 47. Brilliant finish from Phil. Picks the ball up in a really, really good position. And he finishes it, puts it in that back of the net. So simply, doesn't he, Phil Foden? How good is he going to be? And he sets the standard, doesn't he, for our young players? This is how good you need to be. You need to be Phil Foden level to get into this side. Great ball in by De Bruyne. Foden across Fabinho. One touch. And the second with the right foot. He's sort of into Alisson, but it's into the back of the net. And Phil Foden makes it 2-0. Zinchenko. That's a difficult pass, but Zinchenko's got the quality to play it. And here's Raheem Sterling. And Sterling's burst into the box here. And Sterling to Ferran Torres, who makes it 3-0. We're absolutely tearing Liverpool apart here. This is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Ferran, who was our top goal scorer last season, sets off the season with a goal. It is, of course, sort of a glorified friendly, the Community Shield. But we're tearing Liverpool apart. Great play. Zinchenko's looking fantastic in the holding midfield role. Ball through to Raheem Sterling. He bursts forward, finds Ferran Torres in the middle. And it's a tap-in for Ferran for 3-0. Grimaldo, he's giving it away. Bit of a shaky debut. He's had a decent debut though. Firmino, good block again into the hands of Zach Steffen. Liverpool have had a few chances, but everyone we've been on the end of. Well played. Really well played. Zinchenko. Ball through to Phil Foden. The lap. Oh, and he just can't get it. I mean, he had De Bruyne on the right hand side of him as well. That's half time. 3-0 we lead. We're absolutely tearing Liverpool apart here. Well, due to that wonderful first half performance, we have made 2 substitutions at half time. Rest 2 of our key players. Ruben Dias comes off for Nathan Ake. And Kevin De Bruyne comes off for Bernardo Silva. Still expect clean sheet. Still expect the side to play best they can. Although Ake's made an early mistake here. And here's Mo Salah. And he takes it round Steffen. And Liverpool score straight away. Nathan Ake caught out position. Sadio Mane has come on for them. For Jota on that left-hand side, and he scored instantly, and that is something we need to worry about. Ake here with a really poor pass. Chased the ball down to try and stop Salah getting in behind. Stones did manage to get something on Salah here. Mane's there to tap it in. Not a good start to the second half. 2 substitutions. That might be bad substitutions. I don't think so. I think, you know, these players are definitely capable of winning this game. Chance and John Stones across the block. We have to remember these are the Premier League champions. They are a very good side. Fabinho with the cross in. Header for Jordan Henderson. And it's headed over the bar. Okay, that's better, Nathan. First time he's made a pass to a blue player, it feels. Look at the run from Ferran. Trent's not going with him. Ferran Torres. Liam Delap. Oh, good save from Alisson. Still in there ahead of Fabinho. We're still alive here. We're in attack. Ferran. Grimaldo. Ferran. Grimaldo. Wonderful cross into Liam Delap. Wonderful goal for Manchester City. 4-1. Delap scored 2. Well, is he going to be first choice striker this season? We've still got to bring in Erling Haaland, haven't we? We've still got to bring in Haaland. There's no questions about it. But Liam Delap as a second choice to share that role with Haaland this season, I think it's going to be perfect. We can't put pressure on a 19-year-old striker to score 40 goals this season. Erling Haaland will take us to the next level. Grimaldo's been fantastic. Great cross in. He finds Liam Delap. 2 goals in his debut. From the youth team. I'm very happy with the young players. Very, very happy. 4-1 Manchester City. Zinchenko, spun by Joel Matip. Mane. Grimaldo, there's runners here. Lots of runners here. There's Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane! Oh, it's so unlucky. It's so unlucky. Lucky for us. Steffen, brilliant kick. Ferran. The lap. Back to Ferran. Got runners here. Ferran. Outside the boot into the lap for a hat-trick. Oh, he's had to go out. Nearly the lap hat-trick in the Charity Shield. Ferran Torres, who's been brilliant off his left-hand side. I think that year at striker has helped him a lot. Foden. Grimaldo. Brilliant cross into Liam Delap again. And Delap does get his hat-trick. 5-1 Manchester City. Liam Delap hat-trick in the Charity Shield versus Liverpool. I mean, our forward options are going to be insane, aren't they? Delap and possibly Haaland as well. Brilliant cross in. Wonderful header from Delap at the near post. I mean, it's shocking defending from Liverpool's point of view. Nice cross by Grimaldo, 2 assists in his debut. Near post, Alisson can't get across to it. Liam Delap, remember the name. Hat-trick for the young forward. On comes Jesus for Sterling. That could be Sterling's last appearance in the Manchester City shirt. Lumped away by Fabinho. That is full time. Manchester City 5, Liverpool 1. Sadio Mane scored for them. But more importantly, Liam Delap scores a hat-trick for us. Does he make his question the sign of Erling Haaland? Yes and no. You think you'd say, well, Liam Delap is good enough to start for Manchester City every week? Possibly not. He might have had a good game today, but he can't be put under pressure like that. Well, there is Delap and Guardiola. We've basically got Erling Haaland and the English version of Erling Haaland in Delap. And I mean, to have 2 Erling Haalands in one team is going to be insane. Kyle Walker lifts the trophy with the captain's armband on. Manchester City are Community Shield winners. What a performance to start the season. But what I'd say is, Premier League clubs, be very, very worried, because we are about to agree a deal for that man, Erling Haaland. And here he is, the man himself, the absolute goal machine. He scored so many goals in so many games for Borussia Dortmund. Incredible. And he meets Pep Guardiola for the first time. He's set to work with what you would call the best manager in the world, Erling Haaland. And he is going to show us the quality that he has. Shaking hands with Pep. Meeting on the training ground. I mean, how good is Haaland going to be for us? Haaland up top. Delap as well as an option. I'd just like to say thank you to everyone who made this happen. I'm over the moon to have signed with Manchester City. New adventure for me, but I hope to repay the faith you've shown me in good time. And Erling Haaland, I can confirm now, will wear the number 15 shirt that his father wore for City as well. So Pep Guardiola gives his first team talk of the season as we prepare to face Bournemouth for the first game of the season. See their team looking on, Edison and players. It is a home game against Bournemouth. We will be back at the Etihad. And whether Erling Haaland will start in his first game of the season, I'm not quite sure. But he will surely be in the squad. So this is the side we're going to go with against Bournemouth today. We've got a few players in a downwards condition. For example, Aymeric Laporte is not for today's game. Sterling, Jesus, Palmer are, but I've gone with a different side because of the players that performed so well in the previous game. Joao Cancelo comes in. It's John Stones and Diaz at the back. Edison's back in there. Zinchenko is back in at left back. Rodri in the midfield again. Foden left attacking midfield. De Bruyne at right attacking midfield. And Ferran Torres does start on the right hand side. Although I think I'm going to go with Mahrez actually. Ferran Torres has a good game, but off the left hand side. Jack Grealish is back. I mean, look at that left hand side, by the way. Wow. Liam Delap starts up top. He's got a hat-trick. You can't not put him in, can you? So Stefan, Walker, Grimaldo, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Ferran Torres, and our new signing, Erling Haaland. 96 finishing. He's on the bench. Wow, wow, wow. Surely he comes on and scores, doesn't he? Surely he comes on and scores. As for Bournemouth, they've got Cummins in goal. It's Coleman, Cook, Mepham and Kelly in the back four. Another Cook in midfield with, I think that's Ben Pearson. Then Ryan Christie, Stanislas, and Stacey at the right midfield. Dominic Solanke up top. Morgan Rogers has been signed permanently from us. He's on the bench for them. Lau as well, Jamal Lau. Martin, Lerma, Smith, Cahill and Darlow. This is going to be a big one to open the season. I'm pretty sure of that. So back at the Etihad Stadium. New season, new players. Manchester City versus AFC Bournemouth. No new signings start. We've made 2 big new signs. I mean, Grimaldo at fullback and, of course, that man, Erling Haaland, at striker. None of them start. It is the hat-trick hero from the Community Shield, Liam Delap, who starts up top. But the fans are back in the stadium, and they're ready to see City face a newly promoted side in Bournemouth today. Into Phil Foden. De Bruyne. Rodri. Cancelo. To Rodri again. Rodri wide to Jack Grealish. First appearance of the season. Grealish gives it away, wins it back. Into De Bruyne. Zinchenko. Little back heel through to Grealish. Great skill. Still going Grealish. Lays it off to De Bruyne on the edge of the box. Kevin De Bruyne with a hit, and it's just past the post. Great work from Grealish on that left-hand side. Kevin De Bruyne just puts his attempt past the post. Wonderful from Grealish. Finds KDB, and he just can't curl it in. Just can't. That could have been 1-0 right there. Into De Bruyne. The lap. Little layoff to Foden. Over top to Grealish, which Coleman will read and just nods it behind for a corner. Grealish was never getting the end of that one. I think Foden knew that. Swung by Kevin De Bruyne. Phil Foden attacks it. He's hit the post. Brilliant cross. Phil Foden nearly opened the scoring in the Premier League this season. The lapse hat-trick against Liverpool doesn't look like it's going to be replicated today. De Bruyne, great win back. Unlucky, unlucky. Battling for it. Pearson. Diaz. That was dangerous. That was dangerous. And we've got a bit of space now with Phil Foden. And he finds Liam Delap. And Liam Delap on his left foot. Oh, he's put it in. Well, he is top quality, Liam Delap. He is top quality. First chance created for him. First goal. Brilliant chance. It's Rodri into Foden. He played through to Delap, and I thought, you know what, he has got a bit of an opportunity to shoot here. And he somehow puts it in at the near post. Wonderful finish from Liam Delap. I mean, we've got Erling Haaland on the bench, and this man looks to be an absolute machine of a goal scorer as well in Liam Delap. Wonderful hit at the near post. I feel like Cummings, the keeper, should do a lot better there, shouldn't he? From that shot from Delap. 1-0 lead Bournemouth here. So Bournemouth keep coming forward here. Well done, Joao Cancelo. Well done, Joao Cancelo. And you know what time this is now? 71 minutes. Off comes Liam Delap, who's been fantastic. Look at the smile on his face. He's going to battle up top today with this man, our new number 15, Erling Haaland. What a signing. What a signing. Diaz into Ferran Torres. Counter Manchester City, something we haven't been good at in recent times. His counter-attacks. Ferran. Grealish. Up towards Haaland. Cleared away. Grealish could have probably gone for goal himself there. He quite might do. De Bruyne, great win back. De Bruyne. Haaland, great touch. Haaland with a strike, which straight down the throat of the keeper. I thought he was going to score his debut goal there. Stacey. Oh, what a ball. Stones, your movement is terrible. Rodgers! Oh, he's put it wide the post. The movement of John Stones there. Defensively, he's worrying. That's their first shot of the game. Towards Bernardo Silva, cleared away. Rodri. Grealish. That wasn't the pass I played, Jack. That'll be full time anyway. Manchester City 1, Bournemouth 0. They had one shot all game, so defensively still solid. They didn't really create too many chances, which might be a worry. But a Liam Delap goal gives us a 1-0 lead, a 1-0 win over Bournemouth and 3 points. For the results around the Premier League, Chelsea and Liverpool set off the season as well as they did last year. 1-0 for Chelsea and Sheffield and a 4-0 win over Leicester for Liverpool. Manchester United could be in the title race this season also. They beat Tottenham Hotspur by 1-0. So top of the table is Liverpool, then Everton, Brentford, Fulham, and then us. But it doesn't really count at any point, does it, after one game? And for our final game of episode 1 of this new season, season 2, we go away to Ellen Road to face Marcelo Bielsa's Leeds. So this is the side for the game against Leeds. Ederson starts in goal. We've got Cancelo, Stones, Diaz and Grimaldo in the back four. Once again, Laporte and Walker in downwards condition. We've got Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri and Phil Foden in the midfield three. Then it's Mahrez on the right, Ferran Torres on the left and Erling Haaland. The new man makes his first start of the season. Same for Grimaldo. Haaland's up top. On the bench we've got Delap, who's in fantastic form, so probably would come on if we need him. Grealish, Bernardo Silva, Gundogan Ake, Zinchenko and Zach Steffen. Laporte, Walker miss out. So does Raheem Sterling, Gabriel Jesus. Both in upwards condition actually, but Raheem Sterling, we still got to think about a move for him at some point this summer. And we will be modelling our new away kit for the season there it is. That's the kit we will be wearing for today's game against Leeds. A brilliant view of the stadium there. And there is the Leeds team. They've got the likes of Dan James in there today, Tyler Roberts, Patrick Bamford, who scored a goal against us last season. And there is our team in the blue, black and gold. Looks a fantastic kit. So guys, when it came to editing the footage of the highlights of this Leeds game, for whatever reason, my game capture does not like Ellen Road, the mod of Ellen Road. So the game is very choppy, the footage is very poor, so I've just clipped up the highlights for you guys to watch, but I do apologise for the footage. On the replays, it looks fine, the replays of the goal, but on the actual game of the goal, it is very, very choppy, so I apologise for that, but I hope you guys can live with it just for this one match. Here's James, Lewis Bates, Roberts, wide, cross in here to Bamford, well done Ruben Dias, James still, Roberts again, oh Roberts still going, Bamford, and we're 1-0 down here to Leeds United. Great work from Tyler Roberts. I think it was Stones and Cancelo who couldn't win the ball back off Patrick Bamford, and he's into the stands now to celebrate. Brilliant goal from Leeds United. In all us, they get one chance and they scored. Stones should do so much better there. So much better should John Stones. Rodri. De Bruyne. Again, can't get the ball over the top. Leeds United defending numbers and well. Cancelo. Brilliant. Cancelo. Into the box to Phil Foden. Brilliant goal. 1-1 all level. Great skill from Cancelo to spin his man. Gets across and it's Phil Foden with a header that levels things here at Ellen Road. Brilliant goal, brilliant cross. I think there was 2 players to aim for here as well. Cancelo as he spun. Foden was there first to it to head it in. All level. We don't want to end this episode with a defeat, do we? We want 3 points here. We want an Erling Haaland goal. Press them. Long ball. De Bruyne up. Mahrez. Haaland! And Erling Haaland gets his first Manchester City goal. Haaland has arrived. And he's shushing the doubters straight away. What a celebration that is in front of the Leeds fans. Haaland scores his first Manchester City goal here. Lifted over the top. And he hit that with power into the back of the net. His mistake lie Leeds. De Bruyne with his head on it. Mahrez over the top. Haaland, what a finish that is. I think does he let it bounce just for a moment before he hits it? We'll see it better from this angle. Great movement from him, by the way. Mahrez lifts it over the top. And it just bounces once, and the second touch is into the back of the net from Erling Haaland. And he shushes all those doubters to stay calm. Erling Haaland has arrived. Cancelo, great pass. Mahrez. Gundogan. Through to Haaland. Erling. Haaland makes it 3-1 Manchester City. A double on his first start for the club. Played in by Ilkay Gundogan. It was Gundogan into Cancelo. Mahrez back into Gundogan. Haaland's already made his run. He's got time and space to put it onto that left foot and bend it into that far corner. Great finish from Haaland. Wonderful football from Manchester City. An assist for Gundogan as soon as he comes on. It's a good hit from Haaland, isn't it? No chance for Meslier, really, to be saving that one. And Erling Haaland gets goal number 2 in 2 games. Well, Dan James is coming off a junior Firpo. And we are going to take Erling Haaland off now for Liam Delap, who deserves a bit of game time. Him and Haaland are going to battle up there to be the starters for Manchester City. Out to Cancelo, and that is full time. Manchester City 3, Leeds United 1. Good performances from Grimaldo and Haaland on their Premier League debuts, first starts. And that is going to end today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and we'll see you guys next time.